Hi guys, what is up? Team Duos Alliance 671 coming at you for an updated deck profile for the Arcana Knights. So I noticed that I think this deck profile needs a much needed update. I've been using another version of this in Master Duel, but this will be the TCG version. So as always guys, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell and be part of the notification squad. Without further ado, let's get straight into this. So to start things off, we play 3 copies of Queen's Knight, and then when I normal summon King's Knight while she's on the field, I automatically get to summon Jack's Knight from the deck. Anyways, just 3 copies of these 3 because you want them in your deck so you have targets for Joker's Straight. Also Jack's Knight just at 2. So in case you draw one, that's fine. You have another one in your deck. And sometimes you end up playing another Joker Straight. So yeah, I recommend 3, 3, and then 2. And then for the support cards, Joker's Knight, the 4th Knight, if you will. This one could substitute for any of the Knights by sending any of the 3 to the graveyard, from your deck to the graveyard, then you special summon them from the hand. So he has some versatility there. Also, he is one of the Joker cards where you could shuffle 1 Light Warrior in your graveyard and return this from your graveyard to your hand, as do all the Joker cards do for each other. So that's an interesting tech card, right? I do. And then 1 copy of Imperial Bower, or as me and Gordon calls him, Kenny. Just kidding, it's a friend. Because Kenny, the reason why he's always getting negated is because if you control no other monsters to contribute this card, special summon 2 of the original Knights, King, Queen, or Jack, from the deck, or add them to your hand, but normally you want to special summon them. This sets up so many rank 4 plays, or links, summon plays, or whatnot, so this is a very good card. It's kind of the rescue rabbit of the deck, but just 1 because you don't want to draw too many of them, just as a tech card. So, and of course we play Obelisk the Tormentor, Slifer the Sky Dragon, and the Winged Dragon of Ra. Sorry. Anyways, just the 3 god cards because 2 of them are searchable with Thunder Speed Summon. Obelisk, unfortunately, is not searchable, but if you do draw him, you have the means of bringing him out with the engine in here involving the god cards. So yes. And also for the support cards for involving the god cards, 1 copy of the Winged Dragon of Ra Sphere Mode, super searchable, and you can even use it on the opponent. If you combo this with Thunder Speed Summon, you could search for it. If you have all 3 Knights out, then you could Sphere Mode during the opponent's turn. How cool is that? Then 1 copy of Guardian Sign, just a tech card, just so if it's in your hand, you could discard it from your hand using Joker Straight, and then you could not only special summon all 3 Knights, well, normal summon 1 of them, but you could also additionally normal summon to the Winged Dragon of Ra, because this searches for your Ancient Chant. Simple tech cards like that. And then to complete the monsters, I'll show you what the Ancient Chant is later, guys. It's a fine addition to the deck. Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring for versatility, just 2, because you're mainly just trying to focus on OTK. 90% gas in here, no breaks. 1 copy of newer tech card, Mochami Fuwalos. I like this a lot because it's kind of like the maxi of the modern day TCG. If the opponent's special summons from the main deck or extra deck, you draw a card. Yes, there's a drawback effect where you have to return like cards from your hand back to the bottom of your deck, I believe, +6. Actually, you shuffle it back to your hand, or shuffle those cards back to your deck. Okay, but that normally comes up. And then also we play for the spells 3 copies Joker Straight. This one busts out. Will first have you discard a card from your hand. You special summon Queen's Knight from your deck, add to your hand King's Knight, and then you can additionally normal summon that turn. Then in a separate chain, you could use King's Knight's effect to special summon Jack. Very complex effect, but none of their effects miss timing. So yeah, Joker Straight. And then Thunder Speed Summon. Then once the Troll card, you could search for Slifer and Spherema, Wing Dragon, Quick Play spell card. So, oh, I see. Quick Play spell card, so you could, what is it called? Normal summon during the battle phase. It throws so many people off, and it really nails the OTK, if you know what I mean. You can surprise them with 3000 Slifer if you have enough cards in your hand, or even the Wing Giant of Raw. So to continue, a copy of a new tech card. Not sure if I included this in the other deck profile. Face Card Fusion. I find myself using this now because sometimes you just need a big beater to complete the OTK, because the knights themselves could deal 5,000 attack. So you just need like a 3,000 beater like Ida 10 or even the Arcana Knight Joker. I'll show you how to do that later, guys. And then to continue with the support cards, Ancient Chant. I never fully said the chant, did I? Almighty protector of the sun and sky, I beg of thee, please hear my cry. Transform thyself in orb of light and bring me victory in this fight. Beseech thee, grace our humble game, but first I shall call out thy name, the Winged Dragon of Ra. Yeah, I know, I'm a nerd. But yes, I actually memorized the whole chant, just for you guys. I even know the Merrick chant, but we'll save that for another day. One copy of Triple Tactics Thrust. Sorry. For versatility. And then I'll show off my Japanese Triple Tactics talent. Of course, can't use this in a tournament, but just for fun, it's fine. I have the English card presented too, or English translation presented too. But don't worry, if my opponent doesn't like it, then I can always swap it out for my English one. But for now, I just want to show off the Japanese one for the channel. And for the versatility, continue with 2 copies of Regeki, because Tenpai is doing it, so I might as well do it too. 2 copies of Regeki, and it really helps a lot. You could say the Arcana Knights is the original Tenpai, because they were doing the whole battle phase thing before Tenpai was or battle phase OTK thing before Tenpai was legit. And also Arcana Knights could OTK under Nibiru, FYI. That's why I nailed so many OTKs with this deck. So anyways, 2 copies of Lightning Storm. I got the Platinum Rare version, thanks to my other half. And thank you for letting me use this bit. But yeah, Lightning Storm. Harpy's Feather Duster. Because who doesn't like the Harpy's Feather Duster? What does this do? You destroy all spells and traps the opponent controls. That's it. You remember when Yu-Gi-Oh cards just had 1 sentence? Oh, the glory days. Oh well. Anyways, go back to the essays. Just kidding. 2 copies of Forbidden Droplet. This really helps me negate like problematic monsters on the field and whatnot. I know, right? Yeah, this makes the opponent, makes you think, because you can like negate like a Blue Eyes board or even a Fiendsmith board and then just OTK them out of the blue. 1 copy of Call by the Grave, because you know hand traps is still an issue, so Call by the Grave really helps. Crossout Designator, because we're mainboarding some hand traps as well, so it could negate the Ash, most crucial one, as well as Imperm and even the Fualos. Fualos we don't have to worry about too much in this deck, but if it does come up, it comes up. Double or Nothing, just for the Utopia package OTK. If you refer to my original Arcana Knights tutorial, this definitely opens up a gateway to more possibilities of OTK, not just the God cards. Speaking of the God cards, we also played Soul Crossing, because you're still running all 3 God cards in here. So it throws off the opponent if you like search for Slifer and then use your opponent's monsters to tribute summon during their turn. So you pretty much turn your God card into a Kaiju. Imagine how crazy they are with a Kaiju. Then Spell Card Soul Exchange. This pretty much does the same thing as Soul Crossing. All you want, right? Good job. Yeah, my other half's playing Master Duel. Master Duel, Blue Eyes is still good, guys. She just busted out Chaos Max and the guy scooped. Good job, babe. I told you they scoop when they see Chaos Max. Yeah.
I'm gonna be 10.
Oh. Okay. I forgot who that is, but okay, just kidding. But yeah, she says she's planning to get better. Thank you, babe. Good job. Okay, so 1 copy of Reinforcement of the Army. Yeah, you know, because it's a warrior deck. Soul Exchange pretty much does the same thing as Soul Crossing, but it just makes it where you could use any level 5 or higher monster. You can even turn Jacksonite into a kaiju. Yeah, all that jazz. Reinforcement of the Army, you know what it does. That'll be it for the spells. Now for the traps, guys. 3 copies of Joker's Wild. No, not like that, but if this card is activated during the main phase, you can only activate it during the main phase. You can send not only Joker straight, you can send Thunder Speed Summon or Face Card Fusion from your deck to the graveyard, and it copies that effect for that turn. You can even activate Joker straight and then flip this up and then activate another Joker straight from your deck, and it's technically not on the same copy because it's Joker's Wild, just effect copying the effect of Joker straight, if that makes sense. So yeah, 3 copies of Joker's Wild, especially good card. And don't forget that all Joker cards in this deck can return themselves back from the graveyard to their hand, as long as you shuffle Light Warrior from your deck to your hand. Very useful versatility there. And of course, it makes it where you have more cards in your hand to make you know who's stronger. It's like Refer, the executive producer. And last but not least, Infinite Impermanence. I would include Dominus Impulse or Purge, guys, but the only reason why I'm not playing it in here is because I don't have it. But that's okay. I still have the basic hand traps in here, and they're just more for utility. So if you want to include the Impulse, guys, by all means. I would say just like take out whatever you feel is suitable for you. Every Arcana Knight deck is different. I even saw K9 Arcana Knight deck. How crazy is that? So yeah, that'll be it for the main deck, guys. For the extra deck, let's get straight into this. Arcana Extra Joker. I kind of find them useful because sometimes you just have like 3 knights on the field and you just want to go into a big link monster like this to cover more damage. And also has targeting negates. So not only can you negate any like spell trap or monster effect that targets him or cards he points to of card effects, he also protects other monsters that he points to. I think I mentioned that already, but yes. The only issue is that you have to discard the same type from your hand, but with the Joker cards, you have nothing to worry about. So Arcana Extra Joker for the targeting protection. SP Little Knight, speaking of knights, just for the versatility. We all know what SP does. So if you're not locked into Joker Street, if you refer to my tutorial, then you could go into SP. 2 copies of Link Spider, because it's just versatility, guys. So you could like start like going into other Link monsters. Like if you draw into 2 Queen's Knight, that's fine. You could just normal summon a Queen's Knight, and then go into Link Spider, and then special summon your other Queen's Knight from your hand, go into another Link Spider, and then into Arcana Extra Joker. Or if you just want to get out 2 monsters, so you could tribute summon for a god card. All that versatility. Just very little Link monsters, guys, because the power comes from the Exceed monsters. 1 copy of Utopia Double, which goes into Utopia himself through his card effect. Simply search for Double or Nothing from your deck to your hand, and then you immediately overlay into Utopia using this as material as well as his own materials. And it becomes 5,000 attack. And then when you do the Double or Nothing combo, it becomes 10,000 attack. That powerful. We go into another Utopia just in case we need more copies, because Kashtira is still running around. They might banish your copy of Utopia. And even so, you have more Utopia forms. Utopia Prime, Super Saiyan 2. His effect comes up occasionally. One time I got it to go off. But normally he's just here for a material, so you could go into Super Saiyan 3. Number S39, Utopia the Lightning. People get thrown off because no one plays this anymore, but basically when it battles in any way, cards and effects cannot activate. so it could really throw a lot of strategies off. Not only that, you could attach 2 materials from this guy, and then he becomes 5,000. So it just adds more power. So you could go Falcon Punch on an opponent, right? Oh, yeah. My other half remembers that. Alright, I did. But let's see. Constellar Pleiades, and continuing the night theme. So once per turn, quick effect, attach 1 Exceed material from this card, and target 1 card in the field, return that to the hand. Surprisingly, Exceed monsters were pretty simple back then too in terms of their effect. Simply because this is a Light Warrior, you have level 5 monsters in here, so this is an easy access. And if you're not locked into Joker straight, we could go into Zeus in here, because you have Bula, Exceed monsters, as well as Typhon. Those tight spots when you are facing like Blue Eyes and whatnot, you just bust this out and bounce like their 3,000 monster because they can't activate their effect. So to continue, guys, last but not least, we're also running the fusions. Arcana Knight Joker. You're wondering why the heck am I playing this old school card? The fact is, face card fusion makes it easy to bust out. As long as you have one of the original knights out, you could fuse 1 from your field, 1 from your hand, 1 from your deck, making it much easier to bust this out. Therefore, when you bust him out with the other 3 knights, that's already OTK. And believe me, you're going to have more than enough attack power. And of course, we also play ID10 the Conquering Star, another face card fusion target, because it not only brings out this one, it also brings out another Light Warrior like ID10 the Conquering Star. If these fusions summon, search for a level 5 Warrior monster, which is pretty much the Joker's Knight, or if you want the Jack's Knight if it's convenient for you. Also, if he battles a monster of equal level to him or lower, he makes the attack 0. So you could attack into like a bestial dispatter and they're like laughing at you, and when their attack goes to 0 and then you hit them to 3,000 in the face, guess who's laughing now? And you can also make them stronger by discarding more cards in your hand by 200 points. And you have like bullet cards in your hand because of the Joker cards, so yeah. ID10 is a very interesting piece. And last but not least, 1 copy of Egyptian God Slime. One of my other half's favorite cards, because she also plays the raw deck. Bless you. But yes, this one, right? Pretty much. So this one you can only special summon with the Guardian Slime, which is your 1 copy. But that's okay, because when you do draw into him and you do bust him out, you go into Egyptian God Slime. The Guardian Slime will search for Ancient Chant, and then you could do some extra versatility of the Winged Dragon of Ra. Because Egyptian God Slime counts as 3 tributes when you tribute summon for a god card, basically. Or any monster in particular that requires 3 tribute monsters. You can even summon the anti-gods with this. But who will want to do that? You got me there. I give you that. Good job, babe. So yeah, cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, your opponent cannot target other monsters for attacks or card effects except Egyptian God Slime. So don't forget this has targeted protection, guys. Very useful card. So yes, that'll be it for my updated Arcana Knight deck profile, guys. A very simple and brief deck profile. I hope you enjoy this. I'll say if you want to learn more about the utility and the tutorial on how to play this deck, you may refer to my older video for the deck tutorial. I'll probably give you the link for that in the description below. So yes, as always, guys, thank you for all your support. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and hit that bell and be part of the notification squad. Before I go, a quick update for my fellow community. Don't worry, guys, your boy got a new job. So as soon as I get my technicalities out of the way and I get my new schedule, your boy will be back. But right now I'm in the hyperbolic time chamber training, as well as my other half. So don't worry, guys, we'll be back. We got way stronger, I'll tell you that. That much. But yeah, as always, guys, thank you so much for all your support. The button's right there if you want to subscribe. And as always, have a great day. Don't just have a good day, have a great day. I just watched Free Guy, right? Sorry, I just watched Free Guy. So yeah, thank you guys, and have a great summer. Peace out. and happy dueling.